She takes the phone and fucking texts and calls. Yeah, hello. We got on the speaker. She's like, "Who is this?" And she's like, "This is Tiffany." And they exchanged. And she embarrassed as hell. She's like, "I didn't know it was." I was like, "Please." I was like, "You don't know who I am." She's like, "I don't even know your voice." I was like, "Thank you, God." I'm about to just got out of the Navy. I'm about to get divorced.
Set you up, bro.
See, hey, differences between black women and white women, because that's not how my scenario went. By the way, welcome world. It's your boy Dez, aka Karmic Dez, on all platforms that I'm on.
Oh my goodness.
Everybody else got to drop their tags. Let's go ahead and introduce yourselves. Let's go around the table here.
What's up, everybody? It's Hook. You can find me at the Retro Gaming Dojo on all platforms. I'm on Twitch, Facebook, the Twitter, and the Instagram. And YouTube. Make sure you hit me up on the YouTube. That's important.
And X?
You said Twitter.
I said Twitter.
Oh, okay.
Fuck X. Who wants to call it that? Fucking Elon.
Like a shits.
And Chris.
Not that Chris. But Chris.
Oh, yeah, it is. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Well, they know him as Splooge.
Not Splooge. Not that guy. Why did we call him that?
I don't know where that came from. Heights boys. You was in Heights. You tell me.
We all were.
Yeah, y'all tell me. Yeah.
We didn't call him that in high school. Valentine.
Oh, yeah.
That's his name.
Yeah, Valentine.
I don't know where this Splooge shit came from. I guess that's from Live Me. That's what he's probably with his fucking.
No, it's been way before that.
Oh, word. I don't know. You gotta ask them Heights niggas. I ain't from Heights. I just moved to school. Anyway.
Hold on, but let me get to that. Like, my situation with the cell phone didn't turn out kind of like your situation, you know? Oh, my God.
I think it was the panic in the eyes that I possessed at the moment. It was sheer like, oh, shit. Oh, no. I was like, it's going to go bad.
Man. Motherfucker went through my phone.
Just follow the way of Shady. Shaggy.
Was it me? It's hard to do that when a motherfucker. So you didn't hear that episode? Did you listen to that episode?
I haven't out yet.
Oh man, I forgot. Was that the first Descapades episode?
I believe that was the very first Descapades.
No, matter of fact, that was the jail. I talked about the jail situation. I ain't talking about the cell phone situation yet.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So long story short, motherfucking went through my phone, and I remember waking up to being slapped in my phone like damn, pow, right in the middle face. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? And I see this bright ass light, so now I'm disoriented. I'm smacked with my phone and I'm disoriented, and it's this chick yelling at me talking about who is this? Who is this? I'm like, I don't know where none of this shit is right now. I'm fucking slapped and I'm disoriented. I mean, you're fucking yelling at me. Damn, is this SWAT?
Get down! Stop resisting!
Got a flashbang.
Yeah, right? Flashbang.
That was a flashbang. You got slapped the phone in the face. Box your ears, deafening sound.
I'm sitting there trying to focus. Like, I see a text message, if I remember correctly. I might be traumatized. I'm not sure if it was a text message or a phone call at this point. But I know it was a light, and I was like, what's going on? You know, I didn't answer the question, but what the fuck is going on? Like, how do you have my phone like this? What is going on?
It's not normal behavior.
Man.
To wake me up, false sense of security. Yeah, how you doing? Oh, and by the way, what the fuck is it? Like, lets you come to give a more proper answer.
So, I'm still waking up, trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. How did you get my phone? First off. Second off, why is my phone unlocked? Third off, how did you get through my phone? Yeah, how did you get through my phone like this to unlock? Like, what the fuck, right?
Don't play that shit, bro.
Yeah, so.
Unlocking my phone shit, don't do that shit. You ask to see my phone?
Yeah.
You unlock, or you try to unlock my phone, we don't have a fucking problem. But go ahead, sir.
Oh, we did have a problem. But, so, skip a little bit while, man, I'm not, like I said, I'm not answering questions. I'm still confounded as to what the fuck's going on. She started dialing numbers. Who's this bitch? I'm like, what?
32 seconds and still waking up.
Like, what the fuck is going on? Why are you calling people in my phone? Motherfuckers picking up the phone. Like, why are you picking up the fucking phone?
You know, I only text.
You know, hello? And this is Desmond Baby Mama. He right here. Talk to him. Bitch. Man, that host is, yeah. So, yeah, your situation was a whole lot more civil than mine. This motherfucker was calling people I wasn't even dealing with. Like, what the hell?
So we got a new number and everything. Actually, it ended up a woman buying the old phone number or whatever. And
Man.
I don't know who that is. Oh, bullshit, you didn't know.
I know I didn't tell you this. So I was at Whataburger one night, right? Getting something to eat. I might have left you. I might have been leaving your house. It have been by like 12:30, 1 o'clock. Think everybody sleep. So, get a phone call from the baby mama. I'm like, what's up? She's like, why you with that shit? And why you putting me through this? I'm like, oh my god, I just want to eat and go to sleep. So that turns into, well, I got your girlfriend on the other line. Like, that's crazy. I don't have no girlfriend. I haven't messed with nobody. I don't even know what you're talking about. This is crazy. So she's like, she says the person's name, and she starts talking like Desmond, you need to get a hold of that bitch. This bitch gonna make whoop her ass. I'm sitting there like, am I really shanghaied into a three-way in which I have no idea what the fuck is going on? What, like?
You gotta pay double for that.
Yeah. So I literally, Chris, I said, you know what? Look, y'all doing too much. I don't know what the fuck going on. I'm out. I left it. I couldn't do it. Like, what are y'all doing? Like, why am I? Oh man, I'm getting fucking. My anxiety's building up just now talking about it. To be quite honest with you, hey man, yeah, that's what. So we're here, therapy. But do we have any current events?
Yeah, you posted that one video, and Doug and I were talking a little bit about it. The one that you had posted. It's kind of in agreement. It's like a double-edged sword, kind of.
Well, that's tonight's topic. I'm talking about current events.
My bad.
Current events.
Wow.
The shit that got to them already.
I don't know, man. You know, I'll be watching the news, bro.
I'll hit you with a current event. I'm not trying to monstratize anything, but Biden yesterday, 31st, not Easter. Did y'all hear about what he had done?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I did hear that.
I didn't know if that was a...
Of the Transit Day?
Yeah.
Yeah, my homegirl called me last night talking about this shit.
Yeah.
She sounded like she was offended.
I mean...
I was like, I don't really care, but...
Timing is everything.
Yeah, it's election year.
Again, I don't give a fuck. I really just do not care. So I was trying to hold interest in this conversation because she sounded like she was like offended. So
She
I'm
needed
like,
to get that off her chest. She wanted somebody else to light the torch with her.
I'm just like, yeah, you know, whatever.
I mean, but it's kind of convoluted when you think about it because, oh my God, so Easter, right?
It's a leap year. It's a leap year, so...
which is weird. 'Cause my phone has like, I'm trying to set my calendar, my schedule, and I'm like, I'm trying to do my payments, putting my invoices in my system, and it's like March 30th, April 1st. And I'm like, Saturday, Monday. Why won't it let me do nothing on Sunday when I can clearly see Sunday is missing, but it's not identifying Sunday as the 31st? I'm like, they must have added a day. And they didn't update the fucking systems. What kind of asshole Y2K shit is that?
Exactly what you just said.
But like I was saying, like
Y2K shit.
There's so many layers to it. Like, because if you go from the Christianity layer, like some of them celebrate Easter, some don't. I guess.
Yeah,
it's a big.
If you're Catholic, you probably don't.
It's a which Biden is.
There you go.
Hence. You.
He's like, oh, I'm taking shit on that holiday.
Now you're appropriating.
Now you're
appropriating
a
holiday.
like me, you don't care.
Well, no, that's the thing. Somebody in his cabinet is like, you need to do this day, and on election year, like leading up into it.
Yeah.
Because it'll piss off Trump probably too.
Yeah, and I know.
And it did.
And I know they're trying to, curry favor
Trumpeteers.
with different voters because I mean they're definitely not getting the black vote this year. They can't count on that. I'm sure he was hoping that was going to happen again.
I didn't remember his.
You didn't get much. You didn't get much of it when you got elected, bro. You don't count on it this time.
If you don't vote for Biden, you're not black. He said.
That's what he said.
And he knows.
Stupid motherfucker. I'm listening to Stephen A. Smith earlier, and he's talking about the whole Diddy case with one of the lawyers, a lawyer that he knows, who's familiar with these cases, right? And so, long story short, I'm gonna like this real quick. So she gets to add, they get to talk about politics. And Stephen A. at this point has been very adamant in saying that he wants to vote for Joe Biden, but he also wants the Democratic Party to actually give him something to look forward to. Give him a fucking fight he can stand behind, right?
Right.
Which I don't think is...
Hold your elected officials accountable? What?
I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
What world do we live in? Man, this is fascism that you can vote for.
Hold on. I'm going to turn the clock back a little bit because just what you said, holding elected officials accountable. Remember Ice Cube was doing that whole thing? He was presenting the whole black, I forgot what it was. And it was...
Playing with Black America.
Yes, thank you. And he was shopping it to both candidates. Mm-hmm. And people were giving him hell because he met with Trump first. Mm-hmm. And he was like, he kept it real. He was like, we never said we were supporting any parties. This is not a political thing. Mm-hmm. This is a social issue. So we're going to be talking to everybody.
And if I remember, he said it wasn't necessarily that he went to Trump first. It was more the fact that...
That's who picked up the phone first.
Picked up and actually responded and took some action about it while he was still waiting to hear back from Joe Biden cabinet. Not saying he wouldn't hear from him, just saying it hadn't happened yet.
And he didn't.
It never happened.
Because Biden thought he had the black vote secured, which he did. He still won, but he didn't have it secured. But, yeah, that accountability. And that's all he was asking for. It's like, if you want us to vote for you, accountability.
So that touches on, what the chick was saying to Stephen A. So Stephen A. Has been saying that these past few weeks, and he got talking about it on the episode. I guess it was today. What was today? Wednesday, Monday. So yeah, it would have been today's episode.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Well, now hold on, Stephen A. You can't talk like that about we're trying to save democracy." When she said right there, "Save democracy," I was like, "You're a Joe Bidener." It's like all my spider senses went off. Right. So as she kept talking more and more about democracy, whoop whoop, and she said, so the reason you keep talking down on the Democratic Party, and we don't need that. We're trying to win. So she was like, save all that for after we get elected. I'm like, whoa, no, that's not how this works. Are you really trying to fucking peer pressure him into not being honest about the Democratic Party? Is that what we do now?
Of course.
And yes, that is what we do now. And I hate to say it, I see in the media world, in the media scope, right? I see mainly black women doing
it. Hey, bro.
Like, you really gonna try to emasculate this man because he wants to consider his political options as a man should?
As anyone should.
Well, I mean...
Well, yeah.
It's crazy, man. It's like the Fannie Willis shit. All these judges coming after Trump. It's like, but y'all had pre-planned to come after the man. I'm not advocating for Trump. Just like, man, if a motherfucker pre-planned to come after me, I'd be upset too.
Hey. Hey, man.
There's always a libertarian or other parties that can be voted for. Just they're not strong enough.
I've been saying it for probably the last 5 years now, man. If people would just get their heads on right, like, bro, just literally do not vote for the party you have traditionally followed.
Well, in this
you would be surprised how much shit could probably get done.
Dr. Joe Jorgensen, the last election, pulled up, I think it was about 18% of the votes, which was unheard of for the Libertarian Party. and her candidate starts with an S. He's a gentleman. He's a Jewish guy. So she would have been standing the first female president and the first time a Jewish gentleman or a Jewish person had been in the White House.
That's crazy.
And she made some strides. She had a lot of good points.
And that's the big reason for the third party.
Your third party candidates often do.
That's what I said. That's the big reason for the third party is to push those points that the other two parties don't focus on.
I remember saying at the time when Bernie was running, I was like,
Bernie just had a good video.
I was like, if we could have got Bernie and Ron Paul in White House
Together?
yes.
They would have fought over that candidacy.
I know. I'm just saying, if in my dream scenario was to get those two guys in the White House.
To do what?
Not die.
First off, Bernie Sanders, his initial plan would have had us in way more inflation than we're in now.
It's inevitable.
Yeah. Nobody would have been able to fix that. Literally no one.
I mean, it is inevitable only in the sense that the way that they've worked the market is that we reap the repercussions after everybody who set the market dies. So basically, Bernie Sanders would be setting up on a crash course to that ahead of schedule.
Hey,
which wouldn't be good, man.
Dies or they're hoarding the money, which is another problem.
Gold, not money.
There you go. They're hoarding resources and commodities. I've been saying it for weeks. Resources and commodities.
Money.
Cash, shit, they can print
Money.
more.
I didn't say cash. Money.
That's fair.
That's wealth. It's different. Like Chris is saying, that's wealth.
Money is different forms, sir.
Which actually, that topic actually ties in nicely to the video that I posted earlier. You watched it too?
I watched all but maybe 4 minutes of it, to be honest. I didn't catch the end, but from your synopsis,
Yeah,
I felt like it was
I
all going to be.
I put it on when I was streaming earlier. I was like, well, I'm not doing any kind of special video or anything, so I'll just kind of play something while I'm gaming and took a listen. And
no, I meant to save that clip so I could play it on the fucking audio. Damn, I'll do that next time.
I like what he was trying to say. The only thing I disliked is that he kind of went back on his point.
In which part?
Talk about the racism thing.
Yeah. So, okay.
That part was
Matter of fact, do we want
to play it?
Yeah. What's the title of the video? So we can let everybody know where we're at.
Fair enough.
Because he starts out really strong, and then he starts talking about how welfare affected communities in the 60s and 70s.
In which it did.
I'm like, bro, you're literally talking about systemic racism right there.
Yeah.
You just completely invalidate your whole point about racism.
So the video we're talking about is titled. The title of it is "It's Not a Race Problem." The real reason Black people are struggling on the Valuetainment channel. It's got 5.41 million subscribers. This video itself's got 815,000 views from 5 months ago. The guy who is bringing his information to the discussion is Bob Woodson, and I like some of his points. I mean,
I did like appreciate though when he was kind of going through like things we've done in the past and saying things we should be doing. We could be doing those same things.
Yeah.
Like literally Black Wall Street, all that stuff. All that stuff is true, and it could be still done. That
point that he made when he said that is very succinct and whole, and I've been trying to argue that point in so many fucking paragraphs and phrases when he says it just in one sentence. Well, one thought. If racism was the problem, why were Black people better off during segregation?
Yeah.
Fuck, you just blew my mind with that one, bro. I mean, not like my mind, but
in the school.
I would say
naval officers.
I would say because of what he talked about, we weren't incentivized to work like that anymore, and not everybody's going to want to struggle like that. And plans were made, so we couldn't do that.
Yeah.
Laws were changed, so we couldn't buy up all that land and do all this stuff like that anymore. People were put in place that wouldn't sell back the properties that were destroyed.
Hmm.
Did you know that Black Wall Street, after it got burned down, that it was bought back? All that stuff was repurchased and restored by black millionaires or black rich people. Did you know that?
That's the other.
And they
That's the other part of the vote.
after they bought all that stuff back up, they did not want to do that again for fear of losing money.
But look, that also speaks to the other video that I watched previous to that one that I didn't put in the chat, in which he talked about how did he put it? Black treason, black traitors, right? People who say they're about to struggle, but move away from it and do everything they can to be away from the struggle. Exactly. He mentioned people like Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton. They did all this stuff for the community, but sent their children to private schools type shit. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
And that's kind of like what I was saying about Jeezy. I fuck with Jeezy. I respect him. He put in work. This is a grown ass man we talk about now, right?
Right.
But at the same time, he did drop, a whole Trap or Die series. He told you to trap or die to get it, and how he did it, stories and all that.
I mean, he didn't tell you to do it, but he sure fucking described how he got it done.
In the meantime, he sent his kids to private school.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they didn't know about the Trap or Die.
Not a thing.
And one of these rappers, one of the T.I., didn't let rap music be played in his house. Is one of them rappers like that.
I believe it. I definitely believe it.
T.I.'s a businessman.
He is.
I definitely would believe that if I heard that. Why would you?
If you knew where things have been and you have the chance of generational wealth or just knowledge, if I had the extra cash laying around, shit, take the kid out of the area that he's at and put him somewhere better.
Yeah.
I know if I had kids, I love rap music. I wouldn't play it in the house.
Hmm.
I admit that right now. We'd be listening to a bunch of jazz and fucking classical music and shit. I wouldn't have none of that shit.
Oh yeah, and we keep our radio stuff in the car and at home when kids are around.
Yeah.
We'll fucking thug it out driving down the highway or something. He knows what Outkast is though. He loves Outkast.
Oh man, that's nice.
Yeah, like the whole world. That's his went up in months.
Got taste.
Yeah, class.
I show him the videos and stuff. And he's just like geeks out. Miles over Baghdad, all of it's legend.
That's a very energetic song too.
We played that so many times on deployment while we were over there doing that. I was like, this is terrible, guys. Are y'all serious? And it's on our naval PA speakers. We're blasting that.
Oh wow.
Completely uncensored and all. And we're dropping bombs. I was like, oh my. Like, you trolling them while you're bombing them. Like, come on.
Oh shit. Then on the way home, they play the whole world. Like this whole war soundtrack sponsored by Outkast.
it was Outkast and Metallica. It was the
oh my god
vortex of each other.
Oh my god.
Yeah, whenever we would refuel, they'd play Fuel, and then some other songs they played when we were doing like razzes to get food back on the boats and shit. But I was just like, is it either gonna be Outkast or a Metallica song? And Metallica, you knew you were gonna put in work because them things are like 14 fucking minutes long. And you're just like, oh my god, we gotta do this for hell. But
man.
Well, yeah, man. Fucking just, I don't know.
I say that there's, like you said, definitely a modicum of truth to that. Because when
I
first started out,
what he was talking about was mostly like sound, and I agree with. But the act of racism isn't a part of problems we've had. Is asinine.
Well, he didn't say it wasn't, a problem. He said it wasn't the problem.
No, I don't think it is a the problem. Though.
Well, he did identify the problem.
Yeah, I think it's mostly
from what he saw it as.
I think it's multi-layered, but yeah. The point he was making though about that, absolutely fucking was sound and on point. Like, hey man, the biggest thing that for me, and he said it like right early in the interview, he was talking about, people in like the 40s walking through the neighborhoods and not have to worry about their grandchildren trying to rob them.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. He
Right
was
there.
saying another phrase that gentleman just put out, and it just
Right on.
stone
That,
wall.
that hit
Just,
me right. That hit me right in the face because I'm like, damn. I mean, I remember growing up and being in New Orleans and being a little kid, and like my aunt, and my mother wouldn't let me leave my front yard.
Mm-hmm.
When I'd stay with my grandmother on a different part of town, I couldn't go past the street we lived on. It's like you can go to the corner on each side. That's it.
I did a.
I mean, when I got a little older, I could go around the corner. I couldn't go very far.
Right.
Maybe I would still be able to hear your voice.
No. They wouldn't have been able to hear my voice. Weird. So there was a guy who sold frozen cups in my grandmother's neighborhood. So you know he was doing what he was doing at his house. So you know, do you think about it? Fucking 6 to 7 year old going over around the corner, grab a fucking frozen cup, pick on a fucking bag of chips for a couple of dollars.
I was outside playing Power Rangers at 6, 7 years
Oh
old.
yeah, Nerf guns and shit.
We was broke. We didn't have that, Chris.
Yeah.
I didn't get a water gun until I found one because someone like threw it out. That's how I had a Nerf.
Were you near a DeRidder?
So let's see.
That's where I was out there for a while on DeRidder. On Bryan Circle.
Nah,
It was an interesting neighborhood.
we lived uptown. So not crazy rough because downtown's way worse, but it can get pretty bad. Especially nowadays. It's just terrible out there, man.
I love collecting the turtles that would come up from the creek.
I never lived near any creeks to do that. So.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, we
Always
always
country
had
boy.
We had streets and shit out there, man.
The streets in Hark Heights was country back then when I was coming up.
Suicide Hill and stuff.
Man.
I lived in the city, man.
But yeah, man, shit first started out, man, while I started looking at, racism differently. When I first started doing the lawn service, most of my clients were white. And I'm sitting here like, damn, that's a flip. Like, I was really looking at my client list one day. I was like, huh. Never expected that. But, it's like, you're on Facebook or whatnot, you hear all the propaganda and whatnot. It's like, support black, buy black. Support black, buy black. I'm like, that's crazy. I look at my client list.
It's all like
and compare it to and compare it to the people that I've talked to. And it's like, these are the people that have taken the service, and these are the people that aren't taking the service.
Exactly.
But say this,
bro. All the time.
Stand by.
All the time.
The waves are coming.
That's why I walk it like I talk. And when I say the black business thing, I got friends right now, and I support their shit. You're one of them. Kim's one of them.
I was gonna think
I
about hitting her if I get some scrubs or some shit.
I gotta. Does Rayanne have a business page for her shit, or does she advertise it on her main Facebook?
I think she got two of them. I think it's on the main Facebook and on
If she
I
does,
think she got a business page.
If she does have a business page, I'm gonna follow with my shit so I can start sharing her shit too. Same thing with Mike.
That's why I share everybody's shit in the group.
Yeah. Well, I'm talking about like on my
Everywhere.
public page because my personal Facebook is not public. It's the only people that see anything on there are friends of friends. But the business page is public, so when I share stuff on there, people see it, and that's the point of it. So I can put that kind of stuff out, But you gotta fucking support it, bro. Because like you said, you'll see people say that shit, talk it all day, and then they don't fucking do anything. They won't even like or share your shit, which is crazy to me. I'm like, bro, that takes like a second.
So I try to help you out everyone.
I appreciate it, Chris. I really do, man.
Something.
I've been saying that for a while. Like, Chris is the most solid motherfucker out the crew.
Bro,
this nigga comes on all my videos, likes every single one of them I post on Facebook, bro. Don't matter. You'll just see the shit get posted, like.
Man.
He don't even have to look.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, that's just engagement. Simple fucking engagement. People don't realize how, like, it's when it comes to these social fucking services.
You gotta grow the brand.
Yes, engagement helps. Even if someone doesn't actually look at the shit, someone just likes the post.
It affects the algorithm.
Everyone, exactly. Affects your algorithm. Other people will see it. It's like,
I got realtor friends that are doing shit all over the world right now, and same. Just hey man, it came across my feed. Not have time to talk, but at least I'm out here still for you.
Right. Like people just don't fucking realize, bro, like what that can do for somebody, man. Especially when you're putting out like a service, like what you do, what Rayanne is doing, what Kim is doing with her fucking candle making and shit. Someone just liking and sharing your shit.
Right.
Especially if you have a public page like that, people will say it. It'll just come across the fucking feed.
Well, right now it's like 3 or 4 people in the groups, like sharks. Anytime some line shit pops up, you, Chris is one of them. I'm telling you, like fucking sharks, and I love it.
Somebody will throw out on the page, hey, looking for long. Oh, as soon as I read lawn, I was like, I'm already in. I don't care what it is. He can figure that out later on with the client.
Yeah, man, like, bro. You gotta do that, man. Like real support.
Man.
And I see sometimes like on socials, man, people will be like, "Oh, you should bitch about that. You gotta go out and get it." Da 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 da. Network. I'm like, well, how do you network if no one wants to talk to you or they see your service and they're not interested?
You don't go back to a store you don't like what they're selling.
Word of mouth is important when you just started. Yes, networking is important.
Olive branches.
But olive branches help. That literally is networking. Someone sharing your information with someone else. It's part of the process.
I'm just getting started.
Don't expect your friends to do it, but if they're talking about supporting your shit, again, like I said, friends and family.
Well, I'm just getting started in this entrepreneurship, and I think that word of mouth from strangers is better than fucking.
It is
a referral.
Absolutely, it is.
Man,
absolutely. It is.
Like I had time to use the service, but my neighbor, man, he got to see his yard.
Right.
And oh yeah, he did that.
It fucking helps.
I think that's what's really got my phone
blown up.
Like I'm averaging 4 calls a day. It might not seem like a lot to y'all, but 4 calls a day.
2 hours alone, even.
Right.
That's normal 8-hour work day after your job some days.
Right. And these are new clients. And I'm doing what, $50 right now?
Yeah.
So that's $200 a day coming in new.
That's great. That's great.
You gotta get your fleet of lawnmowers.
Oh my god!
So when the 2 go down, you can start harvesting parts that are good for the inevitable others that will break down.
Exactly.
Get you like 4 or 5 lawnmowers and just have them ready.
Man.
Eventually, get yourself a truck and a small trailer. Get you a small little riding joint.
Oh yeah.
Then you really put that work in. I've seen a bunch of dudes do it. I had a guy the other day. It was one of my old supervisors from the prison. Mm-hmm. I was delivering mail. I look over and he sees me. And we're looking at each other. And it's like, he's like, Hook fan? I'm like, what up, dog? Heard you made captain. He's like, oh, shit, I'm a major now. The fuck you out here mowing lawns for? It's my little side hustle. Man. I do it on the weekends when I'm at work. I'm like, all right, bro. Fucking major? You making decent money, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, probably like $220 a year, so.
I don't know if that much, but yeah, making some decent fucking change. Not to mention the benefits of being a major on a correctional facility. There's a lot of stuff you get access to once you get into that level of supervisor. You're not really dealing with officers as much when you're a major. You're really administration at that point.
That's good. At least you did the time. Now you can enjoy the time.
Yeah. But basically, like, your administrators are going to be your warden, your assistant warden, and your major. The major's kind of like the second assistant warden, essentially.
That's what's up.
That's kind of where they're at as far as they're not really dealing with the day-to-day stuff with officers. That's what your captains and lieutenants do. That's their fucking job.
Hierarchy, folks. That is the word of the day.
Yep.
HIE. ARCH. Y. Hierarchy.
Stay in school, kids.
Do we have a definition? Man, we haven't done one of those in a while. Shit. Look, now I gotta do a definition. Y'all got me on one. Come on, I want people to be educated. Because if we're educated, especially for black, that gives us more of a chance to be less affected by racism.
Agreed.
I'm not saying you won't be affected by racism.
But
it'll lessen the blow, motherfucker.
It definitely helps. It definitely helps. I always like telling this story. Me, Will, and Leonard got pulled over one day, and I remember we were getting frisked, and I had $300 on the wall.
Oh, I missed the R.
Cash.
I missed the fucking R.
Straight
hierarchy.
cash. So I have this fucking big ass wad in my
straight
back
bills
pocket.
or like 20s.
I think it was just all 20s. Might have been 10s and 20s. It was a big ass wad.
Yeah.
Cops fucking pat me down. He said, "What's in your pocket?"
Oh, let me give them the definition. Let me give them the definition.
Go ahead.
So I have the definition of hierarchy, and yes, I did miss an R. I'm getting old. Fuck, I'm getting old. But it is a system or organization in which people or groups are ranked. You're going to be ranked one way or another. It even says in the Bible, you will be sifted, motherfucker. One above the other according to status or authority. So there are a lot of dependables in here, a lot of variables. You can be either be this or that. And in some way, you're going to be this or that, not they or them.
You're gonna have something going on. I'll leave it at that. This guy.
I mean, it says it right here. I wish I could show the world what it says right here in the hierarchy. I didn't read those words. But moving on. Finish it.
Finish my thought. But like fucking, the cop pulls out my wallet out of my pocket. He's like, "What's this?" It's my wallet.
It's kind of gay. Damn, I did it again.
No diddy.
I did it again. No diddy.
No diddy.
I didn't mean to offend nobody, but that's kind of weird. The cop just goes in your pocket. What the fuck's he doing? He must really thought he was Diddy.
He thought I had something else on me. And so yeah, he goes, he opens the wallet. He's like, "There's a lot of money here, man. What's going on?"
Get your hands out of my pocket.
$300.
You know, Diddy.
I have a job.
What are you doing with, rolling around with this much cash on you this late at night? It's like 1 in the morning. And I'm like, "Well, officer, if you must know, I just cashed out a CD today. So, yeah, that's the money from that." And then he just pauses.
Yeah, because he was like,
"Yeah. Wasn't drug money, nigga."
He's drunk.
You fucking asshole.
I
Then the conversation changes. His tone changes and everything. Suddenly he's asking me what kind of rate I was getting and who I was banking with. Why are we having this casual conversation?
That doesn't matter pertain to any of this.
Yeah. I have the right to remain silent. Whatever I say can and will be used against me. And of course,
but to your point,
you mean your own Miranda rights?
Having knowledge is very helpful.
Especially with laws. Like if you can summarize even a law that you want to spit out in the moment that you need it.
Yeah.
Shut them up usually.
Yep.
Start throwing random ass penal codes. Officer, you're violating Penal Code 164B, Section 85C of the Texas Penal Code Handbook. I don't think you're aware of that right now, officer.
Just trying to help you out here. No, you got your body camera.
Just look into the camera. And you got served. For a reality show, you just drive off because this can't be real.
Don't do that. Don't do that, folks. Chris is going to get y'all in trouble.
I'm going to get you in trouble. Making up fucking identifying false penal codes.
Jesus.
Fucking be out your door in fucking 2 days. We spent 3 days looking up that penal code. But you got here in 2. Don't worry about that.
Wow.
Come on with us.
Fucking, but what did you want to touch on with the
No Diddy.
Shannon Sharp?
No Diddy.
No Diddy.
Oh my god.
Nah, but with the Shannon Sharp, like I think what he's got going on, what he's been able to do, he's been able to shed light on I won't necessarily say lesser known folks, but people who have a story to tell. And I don't even say like a story to tell. It's like
It's like
they got something to say.
It's a safe platform. He acknowledges what he's creating and has created. And this is not your normal sitcom.
Right.
This is going to be the truth.
What's really great about it is because people have been doing this shit for years. Vlad TV is super infamous, and he's exploited the shit out of all these fucking interviews he's gotten for years.
Yeah, because I know if I get an invite from Vlad, like basically he's asking me to snitch on something.
Yes. I appreciate that Shannon doesn't really ask questions, and when he does, they're kind of real general kind of stuff, life shit. And he, like you said, he just lets people just tell their story.
No, I heard when you were 15, so you like to play basketball or not.
Say their general stuff. He really doesn't. He has like maybe like 5 questions the whole fucking thing. Real talk.
But they're fire starters.
Bring the story back, what have you,
And it's just really great that he's done that. Like you said, made it a safe space for people to come on and talk, and he's not trying to incriminate them or
no.
fucking throw someone else under the bus or something like that. He doesn't do that kind of shit on his show.
He let irrelevant.
He doesn't try to do that. Now, his guests might. We saw a cat fucking at the beginning of the year torching everybody. Fucking the entire internet.
Oh, and to that piece right there, he's very adult and mature when it comes to that. Because he could say something or jump in there, but he navigates it so well. It's like
he stays very political.
Like they try to go to us. Oh, y'all know, I see you over there, Shannon. You want to say something? Oh no, brother, I'm not touching this one. I'm not touching this one.
He keeps his hands clean of all that shit. Now, I will say though, if you do listen to the Nightcap with him and Ocho, and then sometimes Gil, they get a little bit controversial on there, and that's kind of the point. They say whatever the fuck they want.
It's after the liquor,
and that comes on after midnight. So. They'll talk about sports or just general issues. I told you when I was talking about the Freaknik shit, and he had showed Gil the camera. That was from the Nightcap. So like they'll talk about salacious shit on there, but I like the platform he's building right now. What he's got going on, and honestly, it's been great. The Cat interview doing such great numbers because now people are really. Not that they weren't before because of the controversy with Skip Bayless and how his exit was from First Take. But definitely highlighted, like put the spotlight on him, and it's like, oh, well, now everybody wants to do Shannon. Because, like you said, it's a safe space, and people can get there, and Shannon's not going to try to lead them into questions or nothing like that. Because he's not an interviewer. And he says it all the time. I'm not a reporter. I'm not an interviewer. I'm just people come here and they share their story. And that's great.
You get to have a conversation.
Yep, that's it. And it's great. And I think that's why it's been so successful.
It's unlike anything we have nowadays.
You're not going on Gail King and she's fucking grilling the shit out of your ass.
Man,
they like those secret cards. Like, oh, we're gonna talk about this, and this before the camera goes on, and then slay it on. No, he doesn't. Nobody's fearing that.
Yeah.
Or like Oprah, another one of those.
Trying to lead you into stuff. That's
we talked about that with Dave Chappelle on the other episode, didn't we? Or what did we talk
I don't know if we talked about it, but I know we've talked about it. Like I don't know if we've done it on the show, but we definitely have had that discussion.
Yeah.
Especially again recently, it's come up again.
She kept looking at him when he was
giving him those eyes, like you don't talk about that. You know better.
Oh, Dave, stop.
When the commercial break, you see those men over there.
They're gonna fuck you up. Okay?
He gets his manager. All right, let's get that flight ready.
That's why I had to go to Africa.
Oprah, man.
If you've never watched the Inside the Actors Studio episode with Dave Chappelle,
oh, I love it.
You need to go check that out.
I love it
because that isn't even like a normal Inside the Actors Studio. He's literally talking about basically the shit he talked about on the Oprah interview, but in a more open space because it's not an interview. Mm-hmm. He's just speaking on shit.
And nobody was surprised. That really happened? Yes, I'm telling you, it's all the truth.
he was letting Dave do his thing, and I appreciated it because he respected Dave as a someone in that space.
Performer, and like at that, like they don't even consider you like necessarily human. You just you're the embodiment of art at that point with those those types. And I think I mean Dave is. I want to say he's he has kind of earned it.
Is that still on YouTube?
Last I checked, it is.
I'm gonna double check.
But YouTube does change shit like every day.
Yeah, because a lot of those Inside the Actor Studios got pulled from YouTube years ago. So I'm gonna see if it's still there.
So Chris, as a white man, no offense to anybody, what is it like? What do you see, like generally speaking, from like the black workforce? Like, what is the stigma?
Stigma, or what do I see?
So yeah, okay, let's do that. What is the stigma, and then what do you see?
Stigma.
It was removed from YouTube from its original channel. It has been re-uploaded on other channels, but the original video is not there. Go ahead.
Okay. The stigmata, even in the military, you just got this. Here we go back to the full word here: hierarchy, and all right. So stigmata being lazy and fulfilled, because that's literally what I was told one time in the Navy.
Okay.
But the actual action, stronger, powerful, more able-bodied. And see it day to day.
Yeah.
If client list is good, but who's lazy?
I hear you. So you gotta ask sometimes. You gotta cry. I'm a Libra, so I do the whole balance thing. Like, maybe we are fucked up. What do you see? Or do we see? Do we look fucked up?
Me and you're gonna have to watch this one right here, bro. I'm gonna share it in the group.
Okay, bet.
And the video is called "The Re-Blackening of Candace Owens."
Oh,
we'll have to check that one out.
Oh yeah. So so Candace Owens did get fired. I got some little information on that. I think I kind of like had the same stigma when it came to Hispanics. It was like people are getting the title the hardest working people on the face of the fucking planet. I'm like, but I've worked with them. No offense, but the ones that I've worked with, again, I'm gonna reiterate, the ones that I've worked with, every so often, one or two of them is going to disappear on your ass for an extended period of time. As to what they're doing, I mean, I don't dabble in people's business. I just know we have work to be done, and we're short manpower. So that's just my experience. Not saying black people don't do it, not saying white people don't do it, but I'm saying the people that I've seen more prone to do it on a more consistent basis, for me, are Hispanics. Just saying. So I understand this thing, If
I were to say my opinion on the channels, but the laziest group of people are whites.
I didn't want to go there.
I'm not trying to be rude.
I've seen it. I've seen it from everybody, though. To be fair.
Yeah.
I've seen it, and both of my jobs, they're government jobs I've had. So I prison a lot with literally any and everyone. I've seen it at the post office. Trust me, man, it happens. Literally everybody, man. So
I was listening to the same dude that was doing the interview. I guess that was Patrick Bet-David, and he was like, what he realized growing up here in America is that the ones who complain a lot are typically the lazy ones, and the ones, what did he say about the other side? Because he said his mom was like imperialist and his mom was communist and his dad was imperialist or some shit like that. He said the lazy people complain, and the people that do something, I forgot what
too busy working to complain.
Yeah, most definitely that.
That's why, sometimes in jobs, you got the people that really grind and others who don't. And then when you come across one that does both, bless them.
It's crazy, man. It's the whole dynamics of this shit. It's just it's like you say, you can't judge a book by its cover. You just got to take people case by case. Some people are shitty. Some people aren't shitty. You know. Hey,
get what you get out of life, man. You put nothing in, you're gonna get nothing out.
And that part too. Life is struggle. And I think that's kind of what he was getting at when he said racism is the issue. And alluding to what I was saying earlier, when he said he had it figured out, he said that the issue is values. Yeah. Like when people were going to church, they were actually also going to school.
Yeah, they're correlated, all of them. If you have spirituality, then you have a usually better education.
Right.
At least for the numbers would show.
Right. I have these debates and talk with people, and it's like at the end of the day, I'm like, you don't know science, do you? And it's like science is fake. Science is fake, but you found out all of your pseudo information on your cell phone, which was cobbled up in the imagination of science. Not even the imagination of science, because it's real.
Okay.
Yet you sit here and tell me you don't believe in science. That's crazy. I wish I had that type of fortitude. To be just so...
Definition for the next episode, testosteronal fortitude.
I don't think I can make myself... I mean, I have made myself delusional, or that delusional, but I don't think I can make myself that delusional. Say, I hate cars. Whoever made cars should die.
Or like the battery cars now, right? They're supposed to be better, but they burn at a faster rate on the tires, so they actually use more plastic than a normal car.
So you can't get
when
around
those EV batteries go, they just sit in landfills. They can't be depleted.
You're right.
We have all the acres that Bill got holding electric batteries.
But at least it's not in our air, right?
Yeah.
Crazy, man. Anybody got any closing arguments?
Not really, man. Just, you guys just be careful out there. Don't get caught in situations that would have you possibly saying no Diddy. Because it's just not a good look. It's not a good look. So just watch yourself. Watch your back.
Yes.
No Diddy. You guys got anything?
I ain't got nothing to top that.
I don't want to bottom it either, but damn.
The spiritual out there really covered everything well.
Man, we'd have had too much fun with that shit over these past 2 episodes. That's crazy. Oh my God, Diddy's going down. Oh my God. I mean, stop making jokes about it. He was black man. Well, if it was me, y'all be doing me the same fucking way.
I mean,
and knowing my boys, it'd probably be fucking harder.
Aaron your ass out. No Diddy. But that goes
tripping, fool.
That goes right into the shit we were talking about up at the beginning. The problem in the community, and hey, man, that dude
values. Where are his values,
exactly.
Man?
This dude absolutely has fucked over too many people that look like him. So
that goes to what people say. It's not the money; it's the principle.
Yeah.
That comes from values.
And my man was was not a very value heavy person, man. Dude was about his bread, and in any means. A lot of people got fucked over fucking with that cat. Mace has a great quote from his podcast when him and Camera, it got brought up, the case, and he was like, I'm paraphrasing, and he was basically like, people thought I was crazy when I stepped away from the industry. And he's like, I made the right decision. And I was like, I stepped away and I avoided all that. I avoided the car situation. I avoided the shrine situation, the Craig Mac, all that shit. And yeah, I lost a lot of money because I walked away.
Peace of
But,
mind.
you know, made it all back working with Cam on this show.
And he's alive and healthy.
That too. So.
Then that probably pills and liquor hold them together. Like some artists, you know, they get too dependent on everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Dude took a loss and now he's winning. Hey.
Chappelle all over.
Yep. Yeah. Exactly. Because people would absolutely were like, "Whoa, what the fuck is going on with Ace? Why would you step away from this, bro? Y'all making all kinds of."
He did like that one solo album, I think.
Yeah.
Never hearing it.
He had a quick comeback.
Yeah. Because Puff didn't release the second one. Same thing with Jock. Well, Jock was the third one. He didn't release that third Jock. Matter of fact, hold on. There wasn't no second. There was a second one. He had a second, but he didn't have that third one.
So, you know. It's just we're our own worst enemy, man. And it's just not for that's not just a black people thing. That's a any marginalized group thing, man. A lot of this shit is really classist.
Except for Trump.
That's a whole nother conversation.
This motherfucker said, grab him by the pussy. And
then
a few
become
months
president.
later, a few months later, inaugurated as president. That's wild. That is wild. That's still the wildest shit ever. I'm gonna tell my grandkids.
We elected a guy who absolutely should be in trial for sexual harassment and assault, and we put him in office. And we had literal proof. Granted, it wouldn't have been admissible in court.
Yeah, it's definitely circumstantial.
Don't know how people heard that shit and still want to put this guy in office.
And then, like, willing to risk their lives for the guy.
That too. I'm like, okay, guys, this is your king, huh?
It's weird how the Friends of Humanity looks just like that.
You know, I was watching a lot of reviews of X-Men, and they kept saying, "Oh, they said the word." And I'm like, "What are they talking about?" And they were like, "Insurrection." I didn't catch it, and then I thought about it. Yeah.
Yeah,
they literally
got it in.
They literally use insurrection in the second episode. Absolutely say it. And that whole thing was absolutely the White House thing.
Isn't it crazy? Like, those problems for the X-Men were still back then, and they're even more problematic now.
Because it's the same issues we've been dealing with since the 90s, and that's the problem. You know, we live here in the U.S., and it's just the government uses the same tactics to keep people fucking in line, man.
Terror.
Same bullshit.
Terror. That's what they used against the mutants. They created the Sentinels to spread terror.
It's just a cycle.
Don't you go around being a mutant. Don't you go mutant into shit that. Don't you go mutant nothing to be that don't need mutating.
Shit's wild.
We all get a chance. If y'all are old enough, or you're not old enough, go on YouTube. Look up Trailer Park Ninja. You'll thank me later.
Oh my god. I think I know what you're talking about. The cape on, whips out his nunchucks.
Now, we
Hit
sounded off.
It's a little karate chop action.
Let's go ahead and sound it off. Chris, go ahead and pop it off, Chris.
Oh.
Bet.
I like that.
No plugs.
I like that. Quick, succinct, to the point.
What you got?
This is Hook. You can find me at the Retro Gaming Dojo across all social platforms.
Bet. Quick. It's your boy Dez. Okay, Karmic Dez. You'll find me where I'm at on TikTok, all of them. And y'all be good. Don't go around Ninjin. Nobody don't need Ninjin.
Okay, we are live. And I just want to put this out there. It's me, your ghost with the most, Zevious86. And I would like to extend an invitation to all of you people out there to check out my YouTube channel, The Retro Gaming Dojo. And all of the adjoining social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. You can find me on there. Search up that The Retro Gaming, one word, Dojo on those platforms. I talk about wrestling. I play a lot of cool-ass music. And, of course, the main dish of the channel, we live stream video games. So come through, come hang out, come chill, listen to some dope beats, and I'll see y'all there.